Yeah, I just picked up another floor jack because my floor jack broke. And I was looking around for a USA made one, and unfortunately, either they're they're both too heavy, and nobody makes a freaking, I don't think there is anyone that makes a USA one that's not super large or super heavy duty. This is a pretty strong one, just like every other jack out there made in China, but it was about $90 delivered. You can see it's got low saddle height under 2 7/8 inches, 19 3/4 inches lift. So rated at 3 tons, would say it's 1.5 tons, but it should be plenty. These are my old ones. Actually, this one, nothing going on. It's not just fluid, because I'm not stupid enough. I'm not that dumb that I don't put fluid in it. It's actually, you put it in there. I tried putting it in there, tried bleeding it out. It's got a blown seal or something. I'll probably take it apart someday and with the air hammer, get that big nut off of there or something. See what kind of seals are broken. This one works, but if it's on uneven ground, I've actually bent it a little bit. They'll tell you it's 2 tons, but hang it up, baby. It's not that freaking solid. And I did check around. Just want to tell you, like, US Jack makes 100% USA, but they're big bucks. Actually, they're about 130-pound jack, probably $1,000. Milwaukee, they start around 9 something. Very good jacks, will last you decades. But the other thing is, I'm going to have to. I don't roll it around on the floor. I'd have to store it in the shed and pick it up and take it out. And I'm like, I don't want to lift a 130-pound jack at a minimum. This is about 72 pounds. Pretty heavy duty as it is, but I got some US jack stands coming, made in the USA though. But I just want to pull this apart and we'll show you what it is. This is about the best deal you can get in a jack today, I think. It was about, I think it was a 92 or 94 delivered, or $90 delivered, something like that. And I said, well, in the meantime, I'm going to I'll probably repair this one, keep it as a backup. If this ever breaks, I'll pull it apart and fix it, but it may not, because it looks fairly strong to me. Even though it's going to give me a lot of use. Even though I bought it made in China, it's going to be used here in the United States to do American work. So one way of looking at it, because I don't feel like spending $1,000 on a jack that weighs 150 pounds or 130 pounds. Heinz Warner, just want to mention this. Heinz Warner seems to be, from my research, I was almost going to get their jack stands, and they say assemble in the USA. I think they're Chinese now too, even. So the only 2 places, if you're looking for 100% American, the only 2 places I know of are Milwaukee and US Jack. But you know, if you're looking at this video, chime in and make a comment, because I want to encourage USA made things that get sold here in the USA and made here in the USA by American companies. But this is the next best thing I can do. It's quite a deal though, for, you know, this type of heavy duty jack, for what it is, for what I'll be using it for. If you're a professional mechanic, I'd probably suggest you get a US Jack or a Milwaukee though. You're going to be using this thing every day. I don't plan to be. I'm a weekend warrior mechanic. Well, it comes with a 2-piece handle, and it's got this foam on here so you don't smack it into something. But what I'm going to do though, you know, it's bolted together, and it's a little like, what I'm going to do though is I'm going to take some of this tape, monster tape, go around this handle, and make sure it's got something over everything. Plus, it'll keep these 2 halves from even being slightly loose. Yeah, it's definitely made in China, but you know, even though it says Pittsburgh Automotive, but it's definitely not a crappy jack. You can see these are the size of these jacks. Here's the size of this puppy, and this is the larger one. Actually, I had no problem with this larger one. Look how small it is. But thing is, you know, this one actually is so heavy, I'm going to probably leave it under the carport and make a little place for it that protect it from the weather, because I don't feel like this one doesn't even have a handle on it. You know, I'm not going to be grabbing this out of the shed. But you'll notice it goes lower. It's lower than this one. Plus it goes higher. So I always had a problem getting it. I could never get. A lot of times I'd have to start this jack off with the scissor jack to get it up about an inch, and then I could put this jack under it because it wasn't quite low profile enough to get it under the Sebring convertible. This jack will fit under there easy, and it's got a large handle. It's got this bolts in the back here. This holds in its. It's a pretty quality. It's not a bad product, man. So, not a bad product, man. Not a bad product. So I could get this under this thing easy. The other one I couldn't. So that's about right. Yeah. Okay. That works fine. So glad I got it, but I got some USA jack stands coming. I put a little extra tape up here in case this bangs into something. It also keeps these two handles, even though this is bolted in place. There's a little bit of play in there, so if you're trying to loosen it up real easy, you want to make sure there's no play in this handle. So I'll make something that I can put it in the corner here, because I don't feel like lifting this puppy up either. It's got no handle on it. So anyway, that's the puppy. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's worth it for the money. If you're going to do a lot of work, if you're a weekend warrior, this is the perfect kind of jack to get. If they got anything out there made in USA equivalent like this, even if it was twice as much money, I'd get it. But I didn't see nothing. I saw only stuff that was like $1,000 and about double the weight of this thing. And this thing's not too lightweight as it is. I think it's 72, 73 pounds. So it's not a lightweight jack. But anyway, glad I got it. Got some USA jack stands coming from USA Jack real soon. Got some of those coming. I'm going to be doing a lot of work on the El Camino. I want to get it way the hell up in the air, because it makes it a lot easier to get that rust on the bottom, along the bottom of the quarter panels and the doors, without bending over really far, laying on the ground, and it makes it a lot easier to sand and stuff and weld. So that's what I got this for. So anyway, it's quite a deal. It's quite a deal. It's not bad.